Muhammad Ali defended his title twice in 1977 against Alfredo Evangelista and Ernie Shavers. He won both 15-rounders by decision, but absorbed a great deal of punishment in the process. Ferdy Pacheco, Ali's fight doctor throughout his career, quit after the Shavers bout, in part because his warnings about Ali's deteriorating condition were ignored. At 36 years of age, with 57 professional bouts in his career, Ali was on the lookout for easy opponents. He thought he'd found one in Leon Spinks. Although he was an Olympic champion, as a professional, Spinks was an unrefined novice with 7 fights. Ali did little, if any, training for the fight, which took place in February of 1978. Ali stayed on the ropes in the early rounds, absorbing Spinks' blows, waiting for him to punch himself out. But the 24-year-old did not tire. Ali did. Spinks dominated the fight, countered by a feeble offense from the champ. The challenger won a split decision, and Ali was philosophical in defeat.
We're all going to lose in life. You're going to lose your wife, you're going to lose your mother, you're going to lose your father. We all have losses in life. And one who can really overcome them losses and just keep living and try to come back and be successful. You can't go die because you lose. I did my best. One thing I could feel, which I believed it, but I didn't believe it was yet time. You feel the age. At 25, 26 years old, I know I've done much better. 36 is getting in the age.
When you lost to Leon Spinks, how have you been able to keep your whole posture the way you have the attention drawn to you in the wake of a loss to so young a fighter, when you have been, in your time, perhaps the most skilled fighter who's ever lived?
I'm not just a boxer. If I was just a boxer, see, it's the mind which controls the body. The body don't control the mind. And I have a mentality, since I'm Muslim, and the knowledge that I've received in my few years here on earth has made me transcend sports. Like the minute I lost to Spinks, I was in Bangladesh 2 days later with 1,800,000 people at the airport and President Rahman. Now just left Soviet Union president. People don't look at me as a boxer. And most boxers who lost the title, the crowd went the other way, but people recognize me for more than the boxing. They realize that I'm not finished. They realize I made a mistake, made a misjudgment, lost a close decision, but
Muhammad,
I'll return.
You know you've told me that you don't like to train anymore. You've told me that.
I never did like to train, but I don't like it. I hate it more so now. But I can train for one more.
You can?
I can go again, yeah.
This will then be your last fight.
We
win or lose.
hope it to be. I would like to be the first man to gain the title 3 times, end up retiring with the title, and first one to do it 3 times and go on and do something else. That's what I would like to do. I'm not saying for sure, I promise you that when I win, I'm going to retire.
Muhammad Ali trained hard for his upcoming rematch with Leon Spinks, determined to become the only man to win the heavyweight title 3 times. Spinks just borrowed my title, Ali proclaimed, and in a way, Spinks agreed when he said of his idol, "Ali's the greatest, I'm just the latest." 6 days before the fight, Ali took time out from his training to talk with the inquisitive Howard Cosell.
Right now, in New Orleans, Louisiana, we have Muhammad Ali at ringside in the Municipal Auditorium, hopefully waiting to talk with us. Muhammad, you actually sparred 15 rounds today, which proves all over again that you're in the best physical condition you've been in since the Thriller in Manila.
Yes, Howard, it's either do or die now. And I'm planning on this being seriously this time, my last fight. Not only going out with the title 3 times, but to retire period with the title. So I'm doing everything serious. Today was my last hard day of real working. Ran about 5 miles this morning, plus boxed 15 rounds a day to test my stamina. From now, I'll just tape off.
Now, you know something more about Spinks than you did the last time. You certainly have developed a respect for him because he did beat you cleanly.
Right, not only I, Howard, but yourself, the world, the experts, everybody know more about him. Nobody knew. I was 7, he was 7 pro fights. They said he only had 7 pro fights. He was unexperienced, just like the Olympics, never going over 10 rounds, barely beat Scott Ledoux. This kind of publicity didn't really help me. I wanted to win, but I didn't really train to win. Now I'm really ready. I think you look at my face now, you look at my body, my features, you can tell now this is not the same Muhammad Ali.
Accepting that, then you know you have to fight differently, different tactics.
Just the same old dancing and moving.
No more rope-a-dope.
Oh no, that's the worst thing I can do, because I found out this man's got great stamina. Leon Spinks is one of the greatest fighters in the history of boxing. I know because I was in that 15 round. He's one of the greatest of all times. And to be that great, I wouldn't be so serious and training like I am. I found out, the world found out, the man is great, and you got to be good to beat him.
All right, can you knock him out?
I don't know. I might not. I'm not going to predict nothing. I can't predict a round. I think it won't go the distance. I think I should stop him before 10. I'm still speculating and talking. But I'm here to tell you now, the man is dangerous.
All right, accepting that.
He's dangerous.
There's more than dollars here.
And he's crazy. And don't give a damn about nothing.
That's true.
He just, come at you.
The history of a legend who goes at it again tonight. Earlier today, I talked with Muhammad Ali in his suite at the Hilton Hotel here in New Orleans. Let's see Muhammad. Now, here, of course, is Muhammad Ali. Muhammad, on a day like this, the day of what will be your last fight forevermore, do you find yourself thinking back over your whole boxing career, your whole life?
I probably will later, but not now. This fight that's coming up in a few hours is more important than all that I've done in the past. For the fact this is the last one, and I want to go out being the first black man to retire champion and the first man to gain it 3 times. So reminiscing over the past, I don't want to waste energy or even thinking about it. After I whip this man, get my title back, then I'll sit back one day soon and think about the past, look at all my films and look at how good the game's been to myself and how good I've been to it.
You sound almost tired, and the fight's at hand. Have you debilitated yourself by getting down to the kind of weight you're at in the area of 219?
I'm not so tired until you're going to hear it in my speech. I'm just relaxed. I'm not tired. I'm in top shape. I'm probably in better shape than I was with the Thrill in Manila and George Foreman, although I'm older. I've had a few fights since then, but this is befitting of me to do the impossible. I cannot consider myself the greatest of all times if I can't come back and get this title from the likes of a man like Spinks. I underestimated him the first time. This time, you'll see the real Ali. I predicted this camera to everybody watching this fight, and if I'm not telling the truth, you can play this thing over and show it to the public. Make me look like a fool. I will destroy Spinks.
Glued to all of that was Leon Spinks. He just left his position in front of the television set. A young man who's had his troubles. They're a matter of public notice. But he's a young man, and General Wilson, Commandant of the Marines, would tell you this, has great inner decency. And here he comes, Muhammad Ali, the man who has had 55 wins, 3 losses, 37 knockouts.
Please cooperate back there in the aisle.
The man who wants to make boxing history tonight, to become the first ever to win the heavyweight title for the 3rd time. The man who has tested himself over 7,000 calisthenic exercises. The man who has driven his body to get into not cosmetic shape at 221, but fighting shape. And we'll find out tonight if he'll be able to do it. The opponent, he says, it's easy to hit. He says he will not use the rope-a-dope. He will fight in ring center. He will go after Spinks early. But if he has to, he says he can still survive for 15 rounds. Again, we'll find out about that. In the meantime, what is the young fighter thinking? We know what Ali
been through this kind of crowd crush before. He says, when I leave after this fight, boxing will be a forlorn thing. He is probably right. He has been a giant. So as he goes into that ring, the crush of the crowd around him, but protected by what appears to be, at this moment, adequate security, the young fighter, the fighter who has to be equally tense, maybe even more so, has to wonder, was it luck the last time? Was that the real Ali? A man with only 8 professional fights, no matter how you slice it. 5 knockouts over nobodies, a struggle to a draw with Scott Ledoux, coming from behind to win a close decision over Rigetti, and then the astonishing victory over that man, Ali. Spinks has to be doing a lot of thinking. Leon says he has a surprise for Ali. He indicates or implies that he has changed his style. There is Ali, the face in a frown. He has been subdued. He has been somber. There has been little or no clowning. He has been all-purpose for this one. And now the struggle goes greater to get to the ring. He has this crowd. He knows it. He is the one they want to see. He is the storyline. And he has been a storyline for his whole life. A man in the age of the most traveled statesman of our time, Henry Kissinger, who was perhaps even more traveled, perhaps even better known. That is part of why he is a giant, a positive legend. And he has made it to the ring. And the uproar is deafening. Listen. Face still unmarked, no longer so youthful, no longer so naive. The din has not subsided. It has been an extraordinary thing. And now, here comes the young WBA heavyweight champion of the world, Leon Spinks. His protection around him. Some of the crowd booing him because Ali has their hearts. But Spinks expects that. His respect for his opponent as a human being is enormous. It is overwhelming. It is not an easy thing for a youngster to fight a legend, except that he beat that legend when in all probability he never thought he could. And now he must prove to himself and to the world that somehow he can do it again. This much you know about Leon Spinks. He is a brave fighter, as we see Ali in the ring. He is impervious to pain. I saw that in the Olympics, and I saw it again in his 2 professional fights before his fight against Ali. He is, as Ali has said, mad. He's mad, man. He's mad. And that's the way Leon Spinks fights. I have seen him, as you saw, when we showed Leon's history, against a brilliant amateur fighter, Sisto Soria. I have seen him come from the brink of defeat to that scene where he rushed across the ring, leveled Soria with the right, showed his comeback capacity, and showed, too, not just his stamina, but his retention of the big punch, even after being beaten up himself. And so, Leon Spinks is approaching the ring. Again, the approach to the ring is interminable. The place is a positive madhouse. Today, there was a front-page story in the New York Times, in the New Orleans Times-Picayune, in which it quoted Robert Arum, the promoted as asking for the National Guard to be called out to protect against any possibility of riot within this arena. The governor of Louisiana said, no, it is not necessary, and we certainly hope it will not be. But this crowd is going absolutely wild as they pour in on the fighter, and his walk seems absolutely endless to the arena itself. The ring is a 20-foot ring. The fighters, of course, will be using 8-ounce gloves. A 20-foot ring, as we noted earlier in the telecast, gives one ample room to maneuver. He is almost at the ring. Ali is quiet, stoic, talking to Bundini and listening to Dundee. No histrionics from Ali. Now, Spinks continues up to the ring steps. There he goes, getting helped up now by his bodyguard. Leon Spinks, the heavyweight champion of the world, the gap-toothed fighting Marine from Camp Lejeune, who proved himself to the whole world. He is hugging Marvin Stinson, a youngster who dreamed of winning an Olympic gold medal but didn't make it. There he is, smiling, and I think covering a great sense of nervousness at this moment. If not, he would not be human. Simply amazing scene continues. The crowd unending in its roars. The ring announcer.
Let us stand for the national anthem as sung by one of the greatest of all heavyweight champions, Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier singing the national anthem in ring center here in New Orleans. Joe Frazier, quiet, dignified ever since he came into the arena. Wishing Leon Spinks luck. Michael Spinks, Leon's brother, who won the gold medal in the middleweight classification at Montreal. Michael Spinks is in Leon Spinks' corner as we look at Muhammad Ali. Joe Frazier leaving the ring. Quite frankly, we had expected another scene from Joe Frazier. We thought he was going to go over to Muhammad Ali. Let's hear the ring announcer.
Louisiana Sports, headed by Don Hubbard, Sherman Copeland, Philip Ciascio, and Jake DiMaggio, in cooperation with Top Rank, present a 15-round contest for the championship of the world. The judges for tonight's contest are Ernest Kojo and Herman Dutrex. The referee for tonight's contest is Lucian Jurbeck. Counting for the knockdowns are Chili Fiore and the timekeeper Lawrence Fleury. Supervisor of ring officials, former great featherweight contender Jimmy Perry.
Champ Clark,
Tonight's bout,
that's his name, the ring announcer
of the Louisiana State Athletic Commission, headed by Emile Bruno. Secretary-Treasurer Otis Guichet, Vice Chairman Lindsey Williams.
Remember, scoring in this one will be on a rounds basis, as in New York, not on the 10-point must-scoring system. Rounds basis.
Stevenson, Champ Clark, and Hess Curry, presenting the challenger of tonight's bout, the former two-time great champion from Louisville, Kentucky, in white trunks, weighing in at 221, Muhammad Ali, the greatest.
Notice no expression from Muhammad Ali.
From St. Louis, Missouri.
No clowning, all business.
Dressed in scarlet and gold, the heavyweight champion of the world, Leon Spinks. Leon Spinks.
And young Leon Spinks, as he takes off his robe, you'll see what I mean by tempered steel. That's his brother Michael Spinks behind him. Again, the scene in the huge Superdome. 70,000 people. A $5 million gate. And Leon is hugged by his brother Michael. That was a landmark in Montreal. The two of them sticking together. Muhammad Ali. Fundini in front of him. Quiet in his corner. Taking the whole scene in. Oh, clowning. A final word with Angelo Dundee. Encouragement from the man who's been with him, who trained him, who taught him. Leon Spinks is in prayer. When do you remember Ali like that before a fight? So, the moment approaches. It is built up, I think, to everything that the crowd expected by way of pre-fight tension and anticipation, and the crowd manifests that fact. There is a problem in Leon Spinks' corner. I can't figure it out. So far, no evidence of a brown bottle. And we'll stay on top of that for you. Now they meet in ring center. The referee, remember, Lucien Joubert. The judges, Ernest Kojo, Herman Dutrex. Free knockdown rule is waived. Mandatory 8 count, of course, scoring on a rounds basis. And we are about ready to go. And the crowd will apparently be screaming this way throughout the bout for the WBA version of the heavyweight title. Muhammad Ali at 2:21, age 36. Leon Spinks at almost 2:01. They were checking for brown bottle in Spinks's corner at the request of Angelo Dundee. Now the fight is underway. Ali moving on his toes, dancing. There'll be no rope-a-dope, he says. Spinks pursuing. Ali, the bigger man, with the longer reach. But will he try to mix it up? So far, Ali merely dancing. It'll be interesting to see if Ali, because he's the bigger man, tries to out-muscle Spinks at some point in ring center. Ali with two quick flicking lefts that missed. Ali missing again. That's been a significant mark of Ali during his decline. The absence of timing in his punches. Ali with a left. Certainly, he is not rope-a-doping. He is not giving away the round the way he did in the prior fight. As the two clinch, and Ali is willing to maul with him and muscle with him. Spinks missing with the left, trying to get inside. Spinks a brawler, an alley fighter. First round action, and a minute to go. The crowd much more excited than the action has been exciting. Spinks keeps coming at Ali, gets him against the ropes. Spinks, a wild man. The referee finally gets between them. Spinks laughing, looking at the referee, as if derisive, perhaps. Counting down to the end of round one, and the younger man is mauling the older man, not skillfully, but mauling him. We're counting down to the end of the first round, and Ali is missing. Just underway. The first round. Spinks the aggressor. Mauling. Sam Solomon told Spinks he's trying to gouge you. Ali fighting from memory. Ali now against the ropes, where he told me he would not be. Ali, telltale sign, missing with his punches in the first round. But still, far too early to tell. Far too early. 30 seconds into round two. But Spinks keeps coming. Ali on his toes, dancing. But he must not just dance, he must be able to score. Right there, he tried to go, punching down, but not effectively at all. Spanks is convinced that Ali cannot hurt him. So he keeps coming and coming. 1 minute gone in this, the second round. Ali slipping punches there, but where is his left jab? He punches downward futilely with the right. There's the left jab, but with no sting. That's the blow he's got to use to keep Spanks off him. He is oh so easy to hit, Ali said before the fight. But so far, he has not really hit him. And there is Spanks hauling him, swinging him around. Spanks at 201, Ali at 221. And Spanks with a smile again, saying, come on. The flicking left into Spanks' face. That's there for the first time. Ali with a couple of lefts and a right in combination for the first time. Round two, less than a minute to go. Punching downward like that. Ali has been futile. Spanks has been effective in that bomb and in ducking, putting the head down. 40 seconds left in the second round. Spanks said he would bob and weave in this fight, thus diminishing the easy target he has been in the past. There Ali scored with a left and a right. In the second half of this round, Ali has begun to put some punches together. 15 seconds left as you're counting down in the second round. Clearly an improved round for Ali.
How will you flip that joint? The wisdom of you standing on the outside. You understand? Now, it's not hurting you with the shit. You're wasting a little too much time out there. Now, listen to me good. Yeah, take the jab. Get a jab. You're a little sloppy with the jab. Make the jab a little sharper. You understand? You go to right hand straight to the body. That'll get you through. You don't care if you hit the arms or anything. Just hit anything. As long as you hit something down there. Don't throw it to the head. Then throw your left hook to the body. You understand? Then cut your body. You understand? But let your jab to the head, right?
Overhead shot the start of round three. Ali up and dancing on his feet from 20 seconds before the start of the round on. Ali, who started to put punches together in the second half of round two. No rope-a-dope, no giving away the round. Ali, on most scorecards at ringside, won the second round. That's unofficial, of course. Unofficial scorecards at ringside. Now Ali seeking to call upon all his guile, all his experience. The youngster seeking to go after him, feeling that Ali cannot hurt him. Ali missing as again, look how he goes down. Spanks, how he crouches, and Ali hits over him. Spanks has been effective with that crouch in a defensive sense. But in a defensive sense. Ali trying there with a combination. This is third round action. using the left more and more. Again, the clinch. This hasn't been the most skilled fight you've ever seen. This is not the old Ali, but how could it be? He is 36, and he misses so often, but he's also scoring more. And so far, Spinks has not been able to connect. Ali using the left partly to keep him off, and Ali slipping punches just out of range. Dancing. 3 rounds in a row on his toes. And then, after throwing combinations, clinching. The end of round 3 coming up. Okay, Ali in the corner. Let's go to Frank Gifford and Sly Stallone.
With Sylvester Stallone and Leon Spinks just about lived your movie Rocky last winter. Have you ever felt such electricity, excitement?
No, never, and I've seen many, many fights, but this fight seems to have an air of intensity about it, and intelligence. Every fight, I mean, every punch, every movement seems to be calculated to land. There's no wasted energy. I don't know if people probably can't see on the television, but ringside, the intensity in the eyes, this is almost like a mathematically precision type fight. I find it extraordinarily interesting.
Fascinating, these two men. As they go. Okay, we're ready to go again. We're going to enjoy it. Let's go back to Howard.
This body of your head is beautiful to change. You know, stop going behind the head and have to be wrong with it. All right, it's what about him pushing him? I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. I'm only trying to do my job. All right, we appreciate it. You're right. Stop doing it. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rep. Don't worry about that. We're going to whoop him anyway. Don't worry about that.
Okay, Frank, I agree with you, Sly, about the intensity. But however calculated the punches may be, they are not connecting that often or effectively. Round 4. Ali against Leon Spinks. Leon Spinks, basically wild and uncontrolled, but more control than I've ever seen him before. Bobbing and weaving, as he suggested he might do, using a crouch. Ali sometimes having the punch downward. Ali staying on his toes. Says he's conditioned himself to fight. Not just lost weight, but is ready to fight 15 rounds. Spinks after Ali against the ropes. Ali clinching and getting away from the ropes. More difference in strategy in these early rounds. It must be stressed. Spinks missing with that right. If Ali were really sharp with his combinations and with his left, heaven knows what he might be doing. They're in a clinch. Punch down is not effective. Halfway through the 4th round, the intensity, as Sly Stallone put it, remains. But now, Spinks after Ali. Spinks connecting. Spinks scoring with the right. And with Ali's back to us, it may be that he hurt Ali. It is hard to tell. Suddenly, the great aggressor all over Ali. And Ali appears perfectly composed. However, he's in the corner against the ropes where he doesn't want to be. And it is Spinks who is setting the tone for the fight. Clearly, at this point, live from the Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. That's scored by Ali. We are coming to the end of round 4, one flurry by Spinks there, 2 lefts. This round, Spinks has begun to get to Ali. Ali has not been able to slip the punches as he did in the prior rounds. The end of the round coming up. To come on. Now in the 5th round. Let's see if Ali can sustain in the sense of slipping Spinks's punches and can start to put his combinations together even more. In my opinion, the great excitement has been the crowd more than the quality of the bout. Subjective opinion. We're almost a minute into round 5, and Ali keeping Spinks at bay with the flicking left, which half the time has not been hitting. You saw Ali miss with the left. Spinks on the inside, connected with a left. A minute 10 seconds gone in round 5. 25 years in sports, I have never heard a crowd like this. Never. Ali with a left to the head. Ali with a left and a right and a left and a right. Ali scoring well. Spinks missing. Spinks wildly trying to get in, but it was Ali who landed the cleaner punches. In fact, his best flurry of the evening. This is round 5. Spinks scored with a good left. Ali trying to cover up. 1 minute to go in the 5th round. Spinks coming at Ali. But Ali more effective in this round by far than he was in the last. Ali punching with him. Spinks with a good, fine counter right. He is hurt. Ali, this fight picks up its pace. Now it's a good action fight. Remember, Leon Spinks is unafraid. He is impervious, or so it seems to pain. Ali in the center of the ring, willing to go at it with him. What a difference from the beginning of the last fight when Ali conceded the early rounds with the rope-a-dope. We're counting down to the end of round 5, and they went at each other in this round. corners. Sam Solomon was exhorting Leon Spinks. He's got to get inside, and he's got to be effective on the inside. Ali fighting infinitely more effectively in the early rounds this time than he did the last time, when, as we have stressed, he was using just the rope-a-dope. You saw the right uppercut, and it got to Spinks. Standing in ring center, Ali on his toes, balanced. Spinks always pursuing, but Ali flicking the left. Remember, Ali with the right lead is extremely effective, always has been, but it's a dangerous punch. Ali's ability to take a punch, part of his legend as a fighter. How he drew upon every last resource in Manila against Joe Frazier. Apparently done in at the end of round 10. He came back big. Spinks is wildly pursuing Ali. He's not doing it with any evidence of boxing skill. Just pursuing. A tough kid. Doesn't know how to stop. Ali with a good right. Ali dancing. Ali with a good left and dancing away. Spinks pursuing, but puzzled, not scoring. Ali growing in his confidence and growing in his willingness to mix it up. It's a tactical fight by Muhammad Ali up to this point, not by Leon Spinks, who has never been called a tactical fighter. Ali with the two quick left jabs, a third, a fourth, dancing, fifth, sixth, seventh, scoring with the left. Spinks finally with a left. Spinks wildly after Ali. Spinks balling. 20 seconds, and you see it in the lower right-hand corner, counting down. Ali clinching with the younger man. End of the round, almost upon us.
That's all right, we're going to whoop him anyway. We ain't going to whoop him. We ain't going to whoop him anyway.
Live for round 7. The deafening din continues. Ali against Spinks. Ali quickly with a couple of lefts. Ali with two flicking lefts that land only glancingly, but they do land, and presumably they score. Spinks trying to get in, trying to score. But Ali, with all of his years of experience, apparently in far better condition than in his last fight against Spinks, using that experience, relying upon it. In that crouch, and Ali punching downward. Again, two flicking left jabs. 1 minute into the 7th round. Spinks trying desperately desperately to connect, to hurt the former champion. Spinks with a good right. The upper shoulder and neck as he had Ali against the ropes. The one place Ali doesn't want to be, against those ropes. This is not George Foreman. This is not 1974. This, says Ali, is no time for the rope-a-dope. Spinks with a left that landed. The right did not. 7th round action. Ali with a right lead uppercut picked off by Spinks's glove. A minute to go in the 7th round. Good flurry of combinations by Ali, setting the kid up for them. A good flurry of combinations by Muhammad Ali. We have 30 seconds left in round 7. And Ali is still on his toes. You can see him bouncing, moving. Part of Spinks's problem. A right by Spinks glanced along Ali's chin, the left side of his chin. You see the count down to the end of round 7. Spinks has scored very little in this fight. Right there you saw him miss as the round ends. Okay, let's go to Frank Gifford.
Okay, Howard, with me, Larry Holmes, WBC heavyweight champion. Larry, your thoughts so far?
Well, Ali's he's doing a real good job. He's boxing Spinks. All he has to do now is hold and maintain his boxing. Spinks can't win this fight if Ali can keep it.
You said something to me every time Spinks went into that crouch, Ali was doing what?
Throwing the left hook from the right hand. See, when Spinks go into the crouch, he comes up. Ali jabs, Spinks ducks, comes back up. He's open for the right hand, and he's vulnerable for that. So all Ali got to do is keep doing what he's doing, and he might stop this guy.
I know you're enjoying it. You've lost your voice. Larry Holmes, now back to you, Howard.
Thank you, Frank. Holmes is right, of course, and his appraisal of the fight thus far is right. Remember, Larry is the WBC heavyweight champion. He won that thriller over Kenny Norton last June in Las Vegas. Ali is outboxing Spinks, using his movement, his wisdom, his experience. But it's only the 8th round. Goes into that crouch. Ali would do well to punch upward with the uppercut rather than downward if he can. The 8th round. Spinks missed with his left. Ali connected with his counter left. 45 seconds into round 8. Job. Decently positioned. Ali trying to land again with the combinations, but not connected. Ali punching upward, that time with the right. Spinks wild, missing. Ali with the right lead, connected. Ali giving him a boxing lesson. Ali dancing right there. The old to me in Ali's corner. He has gone crazy, berserk. Ali scoring again. Leon Spinks, a befuddled fighter in this round. 25 seconds to go. You see it counted down. 20 seconds left in the round. Our clock a little behind the count. You see that. Ali again with the combination. Perspective now. Ali showing evidence of being an extraordinary champion, or certainly a very good one. It's giving young Leon Spinks a boxing lesson up to this point. But that's the perspective on this fight as of now. Round 9. See that left? As you can see there, missing. Ali's head out of range. Ali with the left. And in the crouch. If Ali ever comes up with a right uppercut, Spinks will know it. Spinks got in a good left there, but his scoring has been few and far between. Ali in ring center, not dancing now, standing flat-footed, ready to mix it up. A change of pace, maybe an evidence of some fatigue, hard to tell. But Ali is not setting the pace at the moment. Right there, he again with the combination. Clinching more in this round so far. With a minute 45 in it gone. Again, Ali with the left. Spinks trying to counter with the right. Having all kinds of trouble. Punching down, Ali has trouble. We'd like to alert our local stations along the line that at the end of this round, we'll take a station break. Again, you saw Ali miss, punching down. 9th round action. 35 seconds left. Ali with a quick combination, another left. Ali cut back on his pace a bit in this round. Spinks scoring with a right. But there he is, flat-footed again, and using the left effectively. The end of the round. We'll have more championship boxing from the Superdome in New Orleans after this from our local stations. nothing undue. 10th round action. Ali in command of the fight. Boxing like that with the quick combination. Scoring repeatedly. Pacheco, Ali's former doctor, sitting behind me, saying to me between rounds, I didn't believe that he could still come up with this kind of effort. So far, he has. It's been the hallmark of his career. Even a little bit of a shuffle. That shows you how he feels. He's in command of this fight. He reverts back to the shuffle. Seems to be, up to this point, in the process of doing it. You see the count. This is round 10, scheduled 15-rounder. On his toes again, unlike round 9, changing his pace, shifting his tactics, using the years, the know-how. Look at that left getting in there. Spinks in the crouch. Spinks wallowing, mauling, and clinching, but not scoring. Ali, so purposeful, so sure of himself. What an extraordinary career. What an extraordinary man he has been in every way. Dancing now, and it's the 10th round. No evidence of fatigue. As this round ends, we're going to go to Leon Spinks's corner and see what, if anything, Sam Solomon can tell him. Spinks is tired. Is there with the combinations, and the pattern is now clear. This fight has taken form. Okay, the end of round 10. The crowd unendingly on its feet. Look at that mob. And now let's look at Leon Spinks. Let's see if we can hear it.
Push yourself. Push yourself. Push yourself, Leon. Gotta push yourself now, okay? You got to push. You got to push.
The guy ain't even there, and you ain't doing nothing about it. You're right in front of him, and you're not doing nothing to him.
Come on, Leon. Leon. The guy is there. Yes, man. Hold it up. Hold it. Leon. Yes, Leon. You got to go.
Get off. You gotta get off.
All right, you got to move. You got to move. You got to move. Easier said than done. He's facing one of the great fighters of all time, who has pulled forth one last effort. It is this fighter who throughout his boxing life has had the movement. Not recently, not against Young, not against Shavers, not against Evangelista, and not against Spinks the last time. But this time, yes, he hit Spinks with a good right there. 11th round action. Spinks, look at Ali. That's Ali. The right had connected, and he played a little bit of possum, like the old Ali. I'm not telling you he is nearly as good as he was, nor would he 3-4 years ago. But he is doing what he has to do against this opponent. Now Spinks is trying to strike back. It is the 11th round, and Spinks has a long way to go the scoring here is ringside, unofficial scoring. Spinks, the aggressor there. Ali now moving again. The head, the shoulders. Spinks coming after him. Ali clinching, tying him up. Lucien Joubert separating the fighters. Good right by Ali after a left lead. Hurt Spinks. In the first 2 rounds, Ali seemed off in his timing, was missing frequently. I thought it might be a telltale sign, but it was not. Ali has come on, and that left scored again. And Spinks, the younger man, no longer has the freshness about him. The courage is there. The swings are wild. The right went over Ali's head. Ali seeking to measure him, but not connecting himself. 27, 26, 25, round 11. Spinks wildly trying to come back. Spinks pursuing. We're going to stay between rounds. And this time we'll go to Muhammad Ali's corner. Ali sits down. Spinks became the aggressor in that round again, as you once again look at the huge crowd. Now let's listen to Ali's corner. Corner. I know it's difficult, but he asked a friend, Lloyd Wells, am I winning? Wells said you're way ahead, and then you heard Dundee sock him. It's the 12th round. And Spinks has got to try desperately to get through Ali's defenses. Ali will want to be careful. At the same time, Ali will want to score and keep scoring. Just to show you how Ali was uncertain in his own mind about this fight. He leaned over and asked, am I winning? And Lloyd Wells told him yes. We are in the 12th round. And Ali, if he believes he is winning by as much as so many around me at ringside seem to think he is, wants to protect that lead to a point where for Spinks to win, he would have to win by a knockout. Thus, use that left, keep him away, score the points. Ali using all of the years, as I have said. Yet note the doubt in the fighter's own mind. Am I winning? As many years as he's been in the ring. Look at that with the left. Spinks became the aggressor in the last round, though wildly so. Now, Ali is in charge of the pace again. Measuring the opponent, scoring with his combination. See that? Sometimes he misses, like there, and then he connects. And the inexperienced Spinks struggling to get through. he is not fighting in the Olympics. And he is not fighting Scott Ledoux. He is fighting the man that he astonishingly upset. Ali scoring repeatedly there with the combinations as the crowd goes wild. We're coming to the end of round 12. Ali with the right lead, then the left, scoring again. What a crowd! Between rounds, Sam Solomon implored Leon Spinks, you got to fight your fight. You've been fighting his fight. You got to keep punching. You got to find a way to hit him. Well, other fighters, greater fighters, have had to fight Ali's fight, like Joe Frazier. And so, in the 13th round, Leo Spinks' back is against the 4 strands that are the rope strands here. 4 of them. Spinks desperately trying to score. Desperately trying to get to the former champion. But unable to look at that. Now, Ali is having fun. A touch of the shuffle. And then the dance from side to side. Sensing he's in command. Knowing it, in fact. Now, tying up Spinks in the clinch. Just a quick combination there. Only one blow landed, then tying up Spinks again. Getting perhaps a little rest, but still setting the tone of the fight with that left. And tying Spinks up. He is fighting with a cautious wisdom now, trying to preserve his apparent wide lead. Look at that left, and again, and Spinks unable to get at him. Of course, he's fighting. Spinks is Ali's fight. Spinks with the right lead, but Ali with the head going away, and it landed only glancingly. With 2 lefts and a right. We're coming close to the end of round 13. 30 seconds left and the countdown. Look at Ali with that left and Spinks without any movement at all. A tired fighter. busy. May your feet be always swift. May you lay a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. And every time the winds of changes have shifted in the life of Muhammad Ali, he has found a way to come back to triumph. That's the mark of the man. 14th round action. We're in the final minute of the round. Spanks there with a double up left. That score. Leon Spanks. Game. Certainly at Montreal, one of the bravest fighters I have ever seen. Leon Spanks will be back. Sure, he needs more experience, but this kid is so tough. He is so game. You can bet that he will be back. We're approaching the end of round 14. One round to go, and boxing history apparently in the offing. In the face, trying to fight back, coming up with a right uppercut. We will stay with this fight for the decision. There'll be no commercial break when it's over, as Ali still flicks with the left. We're a minute, 25 seconds into the final round. You watch that countdown as Ali punch. Watch the count as we count down the 5 seconds of the fight. This crowd pushing in on us. Dangerous crowd conditions. Spinks desperate. The fight just about over. Ali tying him up again. Ali, the wise fighter. Ali, one of the great fighters, certainly, we have ever seen. The fight is over. They keep fighting, but it's over. There is a wild surge to the ring. Lloyd Wells just fell on the apron next to it. Ali is on the ground. They are pouring in on Ali. It is a bad situation. The police are now surrounding the ring. They're trying to protect people, and it is almost impossible. I am going to try to go into the ring. It may not be possible. Here is Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a mess here at ringside. Ali rooters are beside themselves, and happily so. A full-fledged heavyweight, which he's always been. And to punctuate what you just saw, Muhammad Ali has always had one physical advantage, regardless of who he fought. And that is an advantage in the reach department. 80 inches. Tonight, Spinks with 76-inch reach. Spinks never had a chance. He was so confused and so befuddled against the former heavyweight champion. And if our unofficial scorecards here at ringside are anywhere near accurate, I would think that Muhammad Ali will have won back the heavyweight championship for the 3rd time. 11 years older than Spinks, 20 pounds heavier. And if there was ever a boxing lesson given to an inexperienced, confused heavyweight who weighed 201 pounds, you have just seen it. There were no knockdowns if you just joined us. Neither fighter marked. Of course, that's been a trademark of Muhammad Ali. Yet the cleanest face of anyone that's had the great number of fights that he has had. The prophet, the poet, the preacher, pontificator, pugilist, now waving to his fans. Giving some saying the greatest of all time, and how can you say he isn't? The creator of an age. Here's a man that's kind to his family, kind to rich and poor, and youngsters who are ill especially. 36 years of age. It's the 6th time that he's had to go 15 rounds in title defenses or trying to get it back, as we assume he will. However, we have Louisiana judges. Lucien Joubert was the referee. Herman Dutre was the judge. Ernest Cajo was the other judge. Under Louisiana rules, 2 judges and a referee. It's by the round system. You either win or lose it, or a round could be even. We're awaiting the decision. The commissioner of the Louisiana State Athletic Commission, Emil Bruneau, is checking cards now. As this corner directly above us is...
This is about as bad a situation as I have ever encountered in any ring. The scene should speak for itself. It is pure bedlam. Pat Patterson is here with me. Long-time guard for Ali. Muhammad. Muhammad.
The ring must be cleared. The ring must be cleared. Each fighter is allowed 3 seconds. Each fighter is allowed...
1 second. All right. I'm trying to talk to Muhammad Ali. Give me your view of that fight. You fought it about as you wanted to, didn't you?
Well, I got in top shape. I realized that here's Leon now. Wait, come on. You want to raise Leon?
Okay. Leon Spinks. This is an absolutely impossible scene. I believe that my mic has gone out, and there's absolutely no way.
Howard, keep talking. We hear
If I am still alive on mic, and I don't think so, the mic cord has been cut. Muhammad, congratulations.
He's a great fighter. I had to be in good shape for him. It was my last one.
You were in incredible shape, and I compliment you for it. Just unbelievable. And as I said, you made your whole fight plan stand up. Now, you stick by your word, you're going to retire, right?
I don't know yet. I'm going to think about it. I'm going. I don't talk no more. I haven't done enough.
Okay, go ahead. Congratulations. And so it is here at ringside, assuming that I am still on mic, as Muhammad Ali is taken away by his group, and Leon Spinks, in the most gentlemanly manner possible, congratulated. It's been as extraordinary an evening as I've ever encountered, the wildest scene I have ever witnessed, and on balance, one of the most exceptional fights I have ever seen waged. Admitting that Leon Spinks is young and not a great fighter, Ali proved equal to the occasion. And he fought his fight, he fought it his way. He is the first ever to have won the crown 3 times. He remains, I suppose, forever young. Over to Chris Schenker.
All right. Still in the ring now. We're awaiting the decision from the 2 judges and the referee. Should be forthcoming any moment. And the cornermen for Muhammad Ali, Drew Bondini Brown, just beside themselves here. I didn't think they thought he could do it, but he proved to them that he could with that hard work that he talked about. Of course, highlights of this bout will be seen on ABC's Wide World of Sports tomorrow. Right now, let's get that decision. Referee Joubert.
Your attention, please.
And here is Champ Clark.
Your attention, please. Referee Lucien Joubert scores 10 Ali, 1 even, 4 Spinks. Judge Herman Dutrecht scores 11 Ali. Judge Ernest Kojo scores 10 Ali, 1 even, 4 Spinks. The new champion, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali.
There you have it. A unanimous decision for Muhammad Ali, his 59th professional bout over a span of 18 years, his 24th title defense. Joe Louis, who we hope watching and feeling better in Las Vegas, at 27. 25 title appearances. And Muhammad again proves that the body can do it and that you can refute the old axiom in the heavyweight division that they never come back. But Ali has proved it once more. A unanimous decision by the judge and the referee. Man received $3.2 million in his victory, regaining the title. Spinks, who came into the ring before 45 minutes of boxing, will receive $3,750,000. A record gate, a live gate, totaling $5 million at least. I would assume at least 70,000 fans here, and pandemonium in the ring. Well, it parallels a few that we've done in the past, but there goes Leon Spinks. He held the heavyweight title, shortest of anyone in the long history of the heavyweight boxing division, 214 days. Ingemar Johansson lost it in his first defense against Floyd Patterson, but he held it nearly a year. So there's the crowd. They're waiting to watch that creator of an age, the prophet, the poet, Muhammad Ali, as he leads. He is a champion again. He has defeated unanimously Leon Spinks for the WBA World Heavyweight title. Tomorrow, NCAA college football, 5 regional games, 8th-ranked Penn State and 6th-ranked Ohio State. Check your local listings. The executive producer of ABC's Wide World of Sports is Rune Arledge. The World Championship fights were produced by Chet Forty, directed by Joe Assetti, technical director Bill Morris, associate producer Alex Walu, associate director Norm Sammet, and Ken Wolf. Be with us tomorrow for ABC's Wide World World of Sports at 5 Eastern and Pacific, 4 Central Time for highlights of tonight's WBA World Heavyweight Championship fight won by Ali.
They went on there and shook his hand and said thank you. Because it only won Ali. It's only one.
Plus the Grand Prix of Italy and the Michigan 150 Indianapolis type car race over most of these ABC stations. Now this is Chris Schenkel along with Howard Cosell and Frank Gifford saying so long from the Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. This ABC Sports exclusive has been brought to you by Anheuser-Busch Natural Light. The light.
You can try to copy him or be like him, but you can't be. You gotta just leave it alone.
Beer that's brewed naturally for a clean, crisp taste. Why just settle for any light beer when you can have a natural? Travel arrangements made through a promotional fee paid by United Airlines. United built the largest airline in the free world around you. We hope you enjoyed the action tonight. This has been an exclusive presentation of ABC Sports, recognized around the world as the leader in sports television.
It's the morning after, and champion for the third time, Muhammad Ali, is here with me. Any thoughts the morning after, reflectively, about the fight that you'd like to express?
Well, I'm just so happy I won the fight. And the battle plans worked 100%. Just what it did is what I planned to do. And I'm just happy I won, and there's so many good reasons as to why I can say I'm glad I won. I can't think of them now. They'll come to me later.
You appear to be absolutely exhausted, and your right hand hurts.
Both hands are a little sore. Both hands. My shoulders are sore. And my legs are a little sore and everything. I'm sore all over.
It was not, I think you'll agree, a great fight in terms of the actual bout within the four corners.
Well, for a man 36 years old to move and dance 15 rounds and to come out like I did after 15 years of wear and tear in the third title, it was a miracle fight. It was not just great, it was a miracle fight. But if I was 27, 28 years old, you could say that wasn't great. But for a man 36, with a 25-year-old man, to outmove him, outgun him, out-endurance him, it was not great, exceptionally great.
That leads us to the final question. You told me unequivocally in our pre-fight interview that this would be the last fight. Are you beginning to waver on that?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I want to hold my title. I want the boxing the people taking my title and telling me what I got to do. I have a right to wait 6 or 7 months to decide what I want to do. So as of now, I'm still champion. I'm not thinking about retiring. I'll make that announcement after about 6 months. My hands are sore. I just came out of a big fight. I'm the biggest thing ever happened to boxing, and I don't have to fight next month. I don't have to make no agreement. So if they want to wait to see what I do, I'm not going to retire today, retire tomorrow, and give it back to them as hard as I fought for it. Let them look at my name as champion. Let the bigots and the hypocrites and enemies bow at my name for a few months and look at me.
Just one note, if I may. It's been a lot of years that we've worked together. I think you make a lot of effective points, but I think you state them too often, and that may weaken them. In any sense.
I do what I want to do because I'm free.
That's right. You've certainly earned your title back.
This is all men's day. We're free today.
We congratulate you.
We do what we want to do. Thank you. The greatest of all times. Of all time.
What you've seen here today should just about conclude the Battle of New Orleans. Although after such an event, mixed opinions are inevitable and will be aired for a number of weeks to come. I hold to this view, subjectively for myself. I think that last night was a happening. I think it was the most extraordinary scene I have ever witnessed in my 25 years on the sports beat. And I think that perhaps Muhammad Ali was utterly right in what he told me. Because at age 36, to come back the way he did from 2 to 3 years of apparent decline, and to, as he put it, dance all night, to sustain, was an astonishing feat. I've received a number of telegrams telling me the fight was fixed. I suppose there'll be opinions like that. but they're too absurd to dignify. Had they had the knowledge, the intimacy of knowledgeability, to know what Ali went through to prepare for this fight at Deer Lake, Pennsylvania, they would know better. And for such people, I wish they would try to dance all night against a man of 25, almost 201 pounds, a body of tempered steel. That's why the achievement was extraordinary. And I think when you look at the whole life of the man, the kid who could barely read or write, and who can still barely read or write, but who can move from the White House to the Kremlin, who can be at any level of the social stratum with equal ease and facility, and look at the whole of the dimension of the man and the background from which he came, you've got to admit, Muhammad Ali is remarkable. So long from New Orleans. Hello again, everyone. I'm Howard Cosell. Within the relatively recent days, as you probably know, Muhammad Ali has formally retired from boxing. He did it by the dispatch of a letter to the World Boxing Association in which he said he would not be defending his heavyweight title. We're going to talk with the great man himself. He's in Los Angeles. We have a split screen set up. Muhammad, hello again. Good to be back with you again. First, in your view, what was your single greatest fight?
Well, first of all, Howard, I can say it's difficult to say which fight was my single greatest. I know the one that I liked the best was the fight in Manila with Joe Frazier.
All right, Muhammad, let's begin at the beginning. The two fights with Sonny Liston, your whole career jarred by controversy. There were those to this day who say those fights were fixed. At the end of your career now, answer such people.
Well, I would like to say that I can't blame them for thinking something was wrong because Liston had built such image. He destroyed Patterson twice and Zorn Foley, Cleveland Williams, and he was really a great fighter, and I was so hated because of my Islamic religion, the draft resistance, and they wanted me beat so bad they just couldn't believe that I was as great as I was.
April 28, 1967, Houston, Texas. We were together. You rejected military induction. 3.5 years ensued of enforced idleness. The press, not quite, but almost unanimously, glad about what was being done to you. Looking back today, how do you feel about those people?
Well, I can't say that they were glad what was happening. Some probably were, but I never would say all. But I don't feel no malice or nothing bad because they were only doing what they thought at the time was right. Later, they all changed and realized I was right.
All right, for that. It was reported shortly ago that Bob Arum, the boxing promoter, this reported on radio and on television, paid you $300,000 for you to write a letter of retirement to the World Boxing Association. Is that true or not true?
Well, if that's true, I know nothing about it, so I say it's not true. But I was paid a great sum to hold my retirement party, which will be here in the Forum in Los Angeles on September the 6th. And that was part of the payment for us to have the show and the promotion there in the Forum, which they plan to make the money back. But can't nobody pay me to retire.
Final question, Muhammad. Are you glad it's over?
Yes, sir, Howard. I'm so glad that's all over. I'm glad that I'm still intelligent enough to speak. I'm glad that I'm a three-time champion, and I'm glad I got to know you. And thank you for all the backing. I remember when the Vietnam crisis was going, you would go on television and say, if you don't believe Muhammad Ali's the champion, then get in the ring with him. And I want to say that helped me during my exile. Thank you.
You are the greatest, aren't you?
I try to be.
Good luck.
That was just used. Thank you.
Good luck to you, and it's not goodbye, it's au revoir. my friend.
Thank you, Harold.